Grace Kitchens presents Creative Cooking, highlighting popular dishes that are part of our traditional Jamaican culture. Here now is today's host.
Welcome to Creative Cooking. Today we are on location in the parish of St. Anne. And I know you're keen on finding out exactly where we are. Well, we are at St. Acre, which is close to Alexandria. Today we highlight a traditional Jamaican dish which is part of our national heritage. Our guest is a lady who knows a lot about preparing traditional Jamaican dishes. She is Miss Georgia Moses. Miss Moses, welcome to Creative Cooking. We're happy that you have joined us on the program.
Welcome to Alexandria and to St. Acre. We're also happy to have you here.
I am told that you are involved in the life of the community. You are very involved in, the life of the young people, the older people, everybody alike. Tell us about the organizations that you serve.
I am a part of the PTA. I'm the vice president of the PTA at Charlton Primary School.
Beautiful.
School that I attended.
Okay, that's good.
And which my daughter is now attending.
I like the tradition,
Yes, the tradition. All my brothers and sisters went there too. Alexandria has been my home all my life.
Yes.
And I still enjoy living here.
Yes, it's a lovely area.
It is very cool, especially in the summer.
It seems to be very quiet too.
And quiet. It has its time.
Tell us what you're cooking for us today.
Okay, today we're going to be doing cowfoot and broad beans.
Cowfoot. And what is serving that with? Rice and peas?
White rice. To start, we first have our scalded cowfoot, and then I'm going to be adding garlic, onions, chopped onions, a dash of pimento, crushed thyme, a little ginger to add flavor, and of course, scallion. We also have a dash of salt to taste, and we rub that in. And we do this so that the seasoning can penetrate the meat. Need to add some soy sauce, just enough to change the color and add flavor. A little browning to add color. And of course, Grace Caribbean Traditions all-purpose seasoning, a dash of that. Another Grace item, black pepper, just a dash of that also. And we rub that in again. You can see that the meat is already taking on it's the color of the browning and the soy sauce that has been poured in. It is at this point we would normally leave this for about an hour to marinate. And this is what it looks like, the marinated cowfoot. This we now put into, and be careful you don't get burnt. Put that into your pressure cooker. Stir that in a little bit. You add approximately 8 cups of water. You cover, you close, and you pressure for approximately 20 minutes. You will notice that I have allowed the pressure cooker to cool, and I have removed the cover, and so the cowfoot is now simmering and steaming. At this point, I will be adding carrots, green peppers, and of course, the dish would not be complete without our Grace broad beans. You stir a little to incorporate the ingredients, and you then leave it to simmer for another 5 or so minutes, just so the seasonings could be incorporated into the carrots and the broad beans. Add the whole Scotch bonnet pepper for flavor, and for those who like it spicy, you can add it by cutting it in.
Hi, Georgia. The aroma is just hitting at you.
Yes.
But ahead of time, you went and prepared a meal
Yes,
for us.
I
Let's
did.
go over and look at this.
Okay, here you have the finished product.
Yes.
Cowfoot and broad beans, and of course you notice the variety of colors, the
Yes.
green and the orange,
yes.
and the backdrop of the
Beige from the beans.
beige, yes.
And you have service up with, a lovely garden salad.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Welcome back. Our consumers have asked us to share ideas on how cow head, cow tail, cow tongue, and how the intestine may be prepared. Georgia Moses has remained with me on the program, and she's going to be sharing some tips on how the cow tongue may be prepared.
It must be stripped first and scalded, just as we did with the cowfoot.
Yes.
And the same procedure is followed.
Yes.
You season as you usually season with your favorite seasonings,
Yes.
and you pressure
Right.
and for about 20 minutes. And then you add your carrots,
Yes.
your sweet pepper.
Using the same
and
principle
same
as you
principle,
use for
same
the-
principle as you for the cowfoot.
Okay. For the cow head, I know my grandmother used to boil the cow, just cleaned and scalded,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And then put to boil. You could if on the coal stove or on the open
yes,
fire, or you
yes.
could maybe pressure cook it for just about 15
Right,
to 20
you are,
minutes.
yes.
Tell us about the cow tail.
The cow tail. If we're using our cow tail,
Yes.
not the one that is imported,
Right. Local
then
cow tail.
the local cow tail, then you know
Has
you
the
have
skin
to.
on, right?
It has the skin on. It remains on, and you cut it into serving pieces,
Yes.
and you do the same thing again. You scald, season, and pressure cook, or cook if you don't have a pressure cooker for a while until
Or
tender.
on coal stove,
On
like
coal
pimento wood or so.
Right, you are.
Lovely flavor.
Yes.
Right? How do you prepare, cow tripe? It has to be properly cleaned.
It has to be properly cleaned.
Yes.
A lot more work goes into the cow tripe.
Yes.
Some people will turn it inside out so
Yes.
as to clean all the inside,
Sure.
which is preferred.
Right.
And that's soaked sometimes to get it really clean in vinegar.
Okay, fine. Grace white vinegar, of course.
Yes,
right?
of course.
Right.
And it also helps to cut down on the high taste of the cow tripe.
And then you could scald that.
And you also scald it after
And again, it goes well with beans.
with beans and the potatoes, carrots.
Georgia, thank you very much for staying on and for sharing these tips with us. It was a pleasure working with you.
You're
right?
most welcome.
Okay.
Thank you.
And that's our show for today. If you have any questions relating to meal preparation, feel free to contact us at Grace Kitchens. You may do this by email, by mail, by phone, or fax. We look forward to hearing from you. Till next time, thanks for watching.
Grace Kitchens invites you to watch Creative Cooking. This creative cooking series features traditional Jamaican dishes that are part of our Jamaican culture. And we invite you to join us every Monday morning at 7:35 on Smile Jamaica It's Morning Time for Creative Cooking.